All right, so now this is probably the tougher side of elimination. We now aren't going to have where we have to multiply one equation. We're going to have to multiply two, right? Because if you take a look at your x terms, is there anything I can multiply 2 by to get 7? Not really. I mean, there is, but decimals and bleh, right? Then you look at your y's. There's nothing really you can multiply 5 by to get 9 without getting into yucky decimals. Fortunately, we have different signs all over the place, so we're not going to have to worry about negatives right now. So I have a couple options. So I'm just going to point out option 1. Option 1, I could multiply the top by 7 and the bottom by 2, creating a 14, a positive and a negative 14 on my x terms. Okay. Oh god. Okay. And option 2, seriously? Option 2, I can multiply the bottom, I can do the top by 9 and the bottom by 5. So you're kind of like doing the opposite and bring both the y terms up to 45 that way. It doesn't always have to be multiplying by those same number, but for this one, I'm going to go with option 1 because it's going to keep my numbers nice and small and cute, but you can do whatever you like. So I'm going to multiply the top by 7, the bottom by 2. And again, the signs are already opposite, so I don't even have to worry about any of that. So 7 times negative 2 is negative 14x. So I got the negative 14x. And then 7 times 5y is positive 35y. 7 times negative 5, negative 35. All right, now let's multiply the bottom equation. 2 times 7 is 14x. 2 times negative 9, that's negative 18y. So in these kinds of problems, you're going to sort of end up with bigger numbers. That's okay. Cool. So now my 14s cancel, which is awesome. Okay, and then 35 minus 18, right? So you got 17y here. And then negative 35 minus 16 is negative 51. Divide both sides by 17. And y, that's a 17. Y equals negative 3. All right, so you can use any of the 4 equations. You can use the original, one of the originals. You can use one that you manipulated, whatever you want. You can use any of them. I like smaller numbers, so I'm going to go with one of the originals. So I'm going to clear off my board because this just got really chaotic. And I'm going to remember y is negative 3. So I know y equals negative 3. I'm going to go with the top one because the numbers are smaller and that's nice. Plus 5, and instead of y, I'm going to take y out and replace it with what I know y is. Now I'm just going to sort of clean up, right? Negative 2x. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Negative 5. Add 15 to both sides. Negative 2x equals, oh, that's a plus 15, 10. Divide both sides by negative 2, and x is negative 5. So your final answer, your xy coordinate, negative 5, comma, negative 3. Awesome. All right, so again for here, we have options. I can focus on eliminating the x's. Their least common multiple is 12. So I could focus on bringing the x's up to 12, or I could focus on bringing the y terms up to 70, which is their least common multiple. That's where numbers are going to start to get big. Also, I would have to, they have the same sign currently, the y's, so I would have to make one of them negative, and it might just get a little weird. So I'm going to focus on eliminating my x's. That's the easier way to go. So here we go. The top, I'm going to say by 4, so I can bring the x's up to 12. 3 over here. All right, so 4, I distribute everything in. So if you're on this, like, aspire to do video, you have done enough that you sort of get it. So I'm not going to waste too much time explaining everything. 4 times 10, 40y equals 80. Don't forget to distribute all the way through. Negative 12x plus 21y equals 42. Okay, and now your x's eliminate. And honestly, you know what to do from here. I don't want to waste too much of your time. It's the same that we've been doing. I just want to show you how to set it up. So